Now, listen to me. If you are standing on the precipice of retirement, or if you are already there, living on what is a fixed income, every single dollar that exits your hands is a dollar that must work for you. You do not have the luxury of making mistakes. Your financial life has to be as secure as a fortress. So when a shiny new app like Albert comes along, promising to be the all-in-one solution for your banking, your saving, your budgeting, and your investing, you have got to ask yourself, is this a financial savior, or is it a hidden leak in your bucket? Let's cut through the noise and talk about the hard truth of Albert. First, let's talk about what they do right, the pros. Because there are things here that are genuinely beautiful if used correctly. Albert has this brilliant feature called Smart Savings. If you are someone who struggles to put money aside because you're afraid you won't have enough to pay the electric bill at the end of the month, Albert takes the decision-making out of your hands. It looks at your income, it looks at your spending, and it quietly moves small, micro amounts of money, amounts you won't even miss, into a savings account for you. For many people, this is the only way they have ever been able to build an emergency fund. They look up after 3 months, and suddenly there is $500 they didn't even realize they had. That is a massive win. And then there is the Genius feature. Now, they call it an AI assistant, but it gives you access to real human financial guidance right there in the app. If you have a question like, can I afford to go to dinner tonight? Or how should I structure my budget this week? You can text it. For a generation that didn't grow up with a smartphone in their hands, having a simple, text-based guide can feel incredibly supportive. It takes away that paralyzing fear of looking at a complicated spreadsheet. But now I need you to lean in, because we have to talk about the cons. And this is where the danger lies for anyone on a fixed retirement income. Albert is not a traditional bank. It is a financial technology company. Your money is held at partner banks, so yes, it is FDIC insured. But do not confuse them with the local bank down the street where you can walk in, look a manager in the eye, and get your problem solved. The biggest, most glaring problem with Albert is the cost. Nothing in this world is truly free, and Albert is no exception. To get access to their best features, including that high-yield savings rate or the Genius financial advice, you have to subscribe. And as of 2026, those subscription plans cost anywhere from $15 to $40 every single month. Think about that. If you are paying $15 a month just to use an app, that is $180 a year. If you have $1,000 in your savings account, you are paying an 18% fee just to keep your money there. Even if they offer you a competitive interest rate, the math does not work in your favor. You are paying more in subscription fees than you could ever hope to make back in interest on a modest savings balance. It is a drain on your wealth. The second major fear you must confront is control. Because Albert uses algorithms to automatically move your money around, you are handing over the keys to your castle. If you are living paycheck to paycheck or pension check to pension check, an automatic withdrawal of $30 on the wrong day could trigger an overdraft on your main bank account. Yes, Albert offers cash advances to help cover those gaps, sometimes up to $250 and occasionally more. But those advances are at the app's discretion. You cannot rely on them as a safety net. And if you want that cash advance delivered instantly, you're going to pay an extra fee. And what happens when you decide the app isn't for you? This is where the real horror stories happen. If you want to close your Albert account, users report that it can be incredibly difficult. The app requires you to empty all your balances first, which can take days. And because there is no physical branch and no direct customer service phone line, only a chat function or email, you are left waiting on a screen, hoping a representative gets back to you while your money sits in limbo. That is not security. That is stress you do not need in your golden years. So, what is the question you need to ask yourself today? Do I need an app to manage my money, or do I just need discipline? If you are a tech-savvy person who loves automation and you have a large enough balance to offset those monthly subscription fees, maybe Albert is a convenient tool for you. But if you are retired, living on a pension, Social Security, or a structured retirement portfolio, you must be the master of your own money. Here is your actionable takeaway. If you want to save automatically, you do not need to pay Albert $15 a month to do it. Go to your current bank, the bank where your direct deposits go. Set up an automatic transfer of $20, $50, or $100 every month from your checking account to your savings account. It is free, it is safe, and you maintain absolute control. If you want budgeting help, use a simple notebook or a free app that doesn't charge you a subscription fee. Do not let convenience blind you to the cost. Protect your money, because nobody is going to care about your financial security more than you do. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep your money where it belongs, in your hands, not in an app's pockets.